Hey guys, welcome back. It's Matt with ContractorHUB, and today I'm going to talk about one of my most fun features that I love is stuff in the recruiting pipeline, helping you get your job positions, all of those organized and in one place. So you're not looking around for job descriptions. You're not looking around to find who's applied for jobs, so on and so forth. We can always keep our recruiting pipeline full so we know how far out we need to be in recruiting in order to satisfy production requirements or seasonality, whatever it might be. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So everything's going to be in the people module under the recruiting cluster. We'll just go to the recruiting cluster and you're going to land on the job board. So the job board is going to be all of your statuses, and these are all customizable based on whatever your recruiting workflow looks like. And we would do that in the settings, but that's for another video. Today, we're just going to give a high level overview of what we're doing here and why we're doing it. So today, the recruiting module is essentially, again, to keep an eye on how many people you have in your recruiting pipeline. So we know that we're ready to potentially deal with an issue in the future when, we may get a big influx of jobs, but we don't have enough employees to settle them. And that ends up pushing our job pipeline out. So keeping an eye on that and having HR have a place to store everybody. So this is the pipeline. Now, again, every status is customizable in people settings. We'll have all of your different statuses. And then you can set up automations for each one of these jobs. So say we need to schedule a phone screen or you have a phone screen status, we can create an automation when something enters, when a job or candidate enters that status. Maybe it sends an email to them, or maybe it sends them an SMS, or maybe it creates a task for a user to schedule. There's a lot of different things that you can do within the automations tab in the recruiting pipeline. And you can do multiple automations per status. So it's not just one per status. We could send an email and send an SMS and create a task and send a notification. We can do all of these things. So that's a good way to just visualize that. And then in here, you will see the top tab, job postings. So job postings are going to be all of the jobs that you have available. So you're going to want to put in a job posting based on a position you have in your organization. So you have to have the position set up first. That's in a different video in the team management module under positions. You'll need to make sure that position's set up to create a job posting. But then we will go in here and we'll say whatever our job title is. We will link to that position. Maybe it's a crew leader for the production department and they are a full-time job and it's on site where it is, Nashville, Tennessee. If I'm ready to go ahead and make that active, I can go ahead and turn that status to active. We'll just put the title in there so we can actually post this. Then you're going to cut and paste your job description or rewrite your job description. We've got a fun feature coming out soon with AI where AI is going to help you structure and write your job description for a very compelling hook to get that candidate interested in the role. So that'll be coming out in the next 2 weeks. Any requirements that you have for that job position, if you want to offer minimum and salary bands, you can offer those. How many openings that you have for that position, and then some dates. These are all other optional fields. You'll only notice the red star is the only thing that's required. So once we create that position, we can either create that single one or we can create another, but we're going to go ahead and just create one. And it says job descriptions required, like I said. So this is a cool job and we're going to create that. Once that's created, now we have kind of the breakdown of everything on here. You're going to get read the job description, everything. It just keeps it all tracked in one place. Again, there's a couple updates that are coming to this that are going to make it really, really cool and really fun, especially with some AI tools that are embedded in it. But for now, we're going to stick with this. So application URL, this will give you a direct URL to that job. So if we, for instance, want to, let's take a look, go to you can post this on your social media. So now the user, you can share that job posting link with everybody that might be on LinkedIn. So we can see the job details, where it is. So all of the information that you just put in, if they want to apply for that role, they can, if they have LinkedIn, they can connect LinkedIn. It will auto fill out all the fields for them. They can attach their resume, cover letter, so on and so forth, and then submit that application. Once they do, their application and candidate card goes directly into the job board. So somebody fills out that app, they go straight into the applied bucket on your job board. So that'll be easy and help you track if, you know, what's happening within recruiting in the organization. You also have a list of all of your candidates that have ever applied. And then of course, all the applications. So when somebody goes in, there's a lot more features. You can click around in here. You can see what their work experience is. For instance, if they have a resume built in, we can parse that resume and pull some data out. This one is just an uploaded image. It's not a PDF, so it can't read the text, but the interviews, we'll be able to see all the list of all their interviews. We can call them now, record that interview, schedule, so on and so forth. You can click through. We'll go into more depth in a different video for this. So that's about it. That's an overview of our applications and job board. If you have any questions, reach out to customer success. We'll be glad to jump on another demo, give you a little bit more in-depth information on this feature and show you how to really use it the best way you can to help your HR work through the organization. So have any questions, again, reach out and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks, guys.